Well, it's continuing to be a turbulent time at Qantas as the new CEO, Vanessa Hudson, takes the reins. It's been a month of drama for the national carrier. On August 24, Qantas announced a record $2.5 billion profit. Just days later, in a Senate grilling with Alan Joyce, it was found that Qantas was holding on to more than $500 million in flight credits. Then the ACCC alleged that Qantas Group was selling flights to customers that were already cancelled. Mid-last year, the matter could cost the airline more than hundreds of millions of dollars. Since then, Alan Joyce has changed his retirement departure time, bringing it forward by 2 months. Now, there is another controversy for the Flying Kangaroo with their loyalty program, Qantas Frequent Flyer. The program is accused of taking the airline's most loyal customers for a ride. The points-based program, its value now in a nosedive. The same number of points that once would have flown you first class to London return will now only get you a one-way economy fare to Beirut. Opposition Transport spokesperson Bridget McKenzie has said the Flying Kangaroo's rewards points program had devalued dramatically since it began and needed to be examined.
1 in 11 of our seats sold our frequent flyer redemption.
Respecting and valuing those frequent flyers would be a step in the right direction.
The ACCC has also said Qantas Group was the nation's most complained about company. Frequent flyers are making up 2,600 of those complaints it received about the airline over the past 12 months. The program is now set to be scrutinised in a Senate inquiry, also looking into the blocking of Qatar Airways flights into Australia that would have drove airfares down. Now, the federal government has been accused of running a protection ring for Qantas, with the blocking of Qatar Airways flights in and out of Australia, protecting Qantas from more competition.
I have not based that decision on any one company's commercial interest, but on the national interest.
The opposition also has the backing of the ACCC, saying that allowing Qatar's expansion would have reduced prices, which they say they would have welcomed. The inquiry will look at the federal government's actions relating to any proposals in the last 12 months for additional services to Australia's major airports, meaning they will potentially be setting its sights well beyond the Qatar Airways decision. Transport Minister Catherine King has said an incident at Doha Airport in 2020 where Australian women were invasively searched after being removed from a Qatar flight after a newborn baby was found abandoned has shaped her decision. The application was rejected on July 10, but mystery still remains about when the Prime Minister was notified. King saying that Albanese was notified before the decision was made public. All of this adding to the opposition's claim that government is putting Qantas first, not the national interest.
Is the Minister saying seriously that it's in the national interest not to have cheaper airline flights? She doesn't really want to say when and how she made the decision.
We have a Minister who is not being honest with the Australian public. It doesn't add up, Mr Speaker, and the Australian public can smell a rat here.
We understand that normal cabinet processes where you let ministers do their job is an idea which is confusing to the Liberal Party. But in our government, we let ministers do their job.
Now, the inquiry will report back to the Senate on October 9.